Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Tuesday, the 6th of March 2018. So yesterday we've got the pound. You can see that it started off moving lower, and then the buying came in. You can see all of the buying here drove the market higher following the signal, and then the market pulled back for a while before continuing higher once more. And in the daily charts, this coming off the support, there was a lot of selling pressure around. The market looked weak in the pre-market session but managed to move higher. Volume isn't fantastic. We're still below the moving average line there as well. And also, if we just get the fib retracement tool, if we go from this high of this bar where there was the market move lower to here, you'll see the market traded up to the 76% area here as well. This is what I call a rolling fib, and if the market moved higher up in this direction, I just keep moving back and back until I find these points that are left behind, and you'll find the market will trade to each of these levels as well. So at the moment there's still some weakness around in this market below the moving average, and also the 76% retracement there as well. News-wise, there's a lot out this week. It's non-farm payroll week, and yesterday I forgot to look at the news, but there wasn't too much yesterday. A lot of Fed members out this week as well. But this week, keep your eye on Friday, the non-farm payroll figures. Today, a lot of central bankers speaking today. Dudley's out, Haldane and Brainard. Haldane, I notice he's been upgraded to a high-impact news item now. I never used to be. Andrew Haldane this is the man who wants to remove cash from the system, everything electronic, which is why you're seeing or allowing Bitcoin to prosper, because they will find some form of getting the this out to the masses eventually and removing all notes and coins. But first you've got to get it into the populace psyche so that they are actually used to it, and that's no doubt one of the reasons why, as I say, it's been allowed to prosper, because if there wasn't an intention by the central banks to go down the crypto route, they wouldn't have allowed it. That's a fact, simple as that. And in the Dow, also turning around and moving higher as well. Monday, again, you see the buying there, bit of selling coming in the red bar there. Market retraces. How much does it retrace? Well, the usual, if you go from the low to the high, well, must remember to remove this extend right out. So from the low to the high, straight to the 76%, and then we're off. A bit of a pullback. I mean, you can see that this is a monster move. These red lines are 50 points apart, as you know, and you can see how the market was just moving through these as prices moved higher with like a knife through butter, to be honest with you. It was just incredible. So a massive move yesterday in the Dow. You can see this here, but as with the pound, it's up on no volume. This is just the Federal Reserve market makers just pumping this market. They want the market back up, and they're going to do whatever they can in order to do this. And what you can do here, if you go from this high to this low, you'll see the market stops at the 76% retracement. If you want to see where it's going to go next, should it continue to the upside, will be from this high to here. And then we have the recent high, the sort of swing high to there. So if you wanted to see where the resistance is going to be in this market, that's all you need to do there. So there is some resistance here. I'm just going to remove the 62% now. I remove this one as well. I prefer the 76 to the 62, and there are your areas of resistance there should the market move higher. So that's the pound. Let's have a quick look at the implied volatility. This moving lower yesterday, which you'd expect. 1645, down a whole point from 1745 on Friday as the market moves back to the upside there. And in Bitcoin, still green at the moment, quite amazing. It's still managing to move to the upside. We've got to see a pullback in this market, and we've got a bit of red on the overnight there. If we just move down to 4 hours, let's have a look, see what's going on. There you go, you can see inside of there, and the market, we'll just get rid of that. You can see the market there just coming back to the trend line. I did this yesterday as well, and the day before. Fascinating there, you can see how it came back. As soon as it turned back to green, it was back off again, coming back to that trend line which was drawn in days ago. So yeah, if you back to the daily, it definitely needs to see some sort of pullback in order to move higher. Let me just reset that, and then there you go. So we'll have to wait and see how things move in this market. But again, what I would do here is just, if I remove the 76% now, because or the Fib retracements there, you just find these are not as easy to find in here. I'm just not familiar with it. So what I could do is just work my way back through all of these and do this. You can see it's 76% there already, so we'll just remove that one. Don't format it, just remove it, and then do the same. And what I'll do is just keep rolling back at these levels just to see where the market could come down to. If you're short Bitcoin, then 11,052 is an area where it could find some support initially. And what you just keep rolling these back. Let me just delete the right thing, and then eventually, if it continues to move lower, you just draw something in from this low to the high that's left behind, and this would be the area you would be looking at, 10,129. That is, of course, as long as it moves to the downside. But you can roll these fibs down and up, and it's amazing, as you saw with the Dow and the pound, how the market will actually trade to those. You can do it from the previous day's high down to the current low. There are so many things you can do with them, and they are incredibly accurate on the basis of forecasting where a market's likely to find resistance and support. Right, that will do it for this one. If there's anything to report, I'll let you know. It's Tuesday. The market can be fairly quietish on a Tuesday. I've been taking in all of the news on a Monday, as you know. But we'll wait and see. It hasn't been quiet for some time now. The volatility is quite high still. As you're seeing those bars go through at 50 points a time over 5 minutes, which I haven't seen for a long time. But since that correction in January, it seems to be an everyday event apart from the odd day. Right, that's it. If there's anything to report, let you know. Other than that, as ever, have a good day, and thanks for watching.